No! Nico stopped dreaming. Normally when Nico falls asleep, we get a dream. Now I know it probably isn't every time, but it sure felt like every time we put Nico to bed, there was a dream. Especially since this world is already devastating enough. If you forgot, we lost half, if not all, of our friends in the last episode. Should I go and check on Maze again? No, I'm already sad enough. I don't want to go that way. Let's go this way. Although, no, I have to, right? Because maybe, just maybe, Maze is, they're a seed again. And if I grab them this time, then I can go and plant them. And then I can for sure make sure that they grow. This doesn't look like seed maize. This looks like dead maize. It is. I knew it. I knew it wasn't going to be happy, but I just had to try. I'm here, kids. I'm here. You're still staring at your dead mom. No.
Did you find any, what were you looking for again?
Gears.
Gears, yeah. Did you find any of those?
No, but I found this music box, though.
Oh, that's pretty. God, this guy's a moron. That's not gears.
We're just about done here, so let us know when you want to go back to the ruins, okay?
Okay.
What about if I go on my flying machine? Will you go back with me on my flying machine? Or forward with me on my flying machine?
Hey, we found a battery.
Oh, nice. I honestly wasn't expecting it.
It's from the generator on one of the islands.
The research station?
Yeah. It was powering all those robots over there. I felt bad for taking it.
We can always just give it back later.
All right.
We still need a few gears to put this engine back together, though. Please do what you must to find some. You mean like rob the poor magpie of all of their earthly belongings? This music box also has a clover on it. Is that symbolic of something? Is this also one of the yellow phosphor things?
Hey, we found a music box. It should have gears in it, right?
I assume so, but this looks like one of the ones that my father made. Oh, that's why it had a clover on it. Dang, dude. Your dad's the clover person. Like anything that has a clover on it, your dad did it. Your dad's awesome. This whole world has clovers on it. In fact, the ground has clovers on it.
Your dad makes music boxes too?
My dad makes a lot of things. Makes a lot of things. So dad's still alive. Technically. Why did it seem so ominous before, like their dad was dead?
Where did you get this from, by the way? A trader from the village gave it to me.
I see. I remember father saying that he used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling this world, despite, well, being a disembodied voice that only talks to people through a strange screen that has a clover on it. I got this pulled up just in case. I'm half expecting this thing to, like, change. Also, and if anyone was wondering what the weird numbers are, this is my notebook that I've, like, been keeping track of stuff in. But I keep it digitally just so we can all sort of see it. Because if I'm writing stuff down out here in my world, you don't see it in the digital world. Ah, sorry, I started rambling there. Yeah, me too. Sometimes I feel like this game's reading my mind or something. The gears in there are compatible with the engine, it turns out. Even though this is a very tiny music box and there's a very big plane. Although it pains me to have to take it apart.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. This is just one of the few things I can remember my dad by before he disappeared. Went off with his flying machine to view the world and never came back. Anyway, looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. So why don't you go and learn more depressing stuff about people? Do you mind keeping... Oh, yeah, I could keep you company, no problem.
How's it going?
Are we there yet? No? We there yet? No? We there yet? No? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these ports. I'm not sure you know how the battery works, but maybe you got real high-end technical batteries, so I'm not gonna... I'm not going to question it. As long as you got cable enough to reach the terminals, you should be good, though. You could dangle it off the bottom of the plane. It would still work. A battery is just a battery. It just provides electricity. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck. And, don't worry. I am making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by maybe tonight?
If you say so. What will happen once we get there?
Well, we need to bring Proto back first, and then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? You're being very specific, so yes, I definitely remember. Who are you talking about? I know lots of hers in this world. There's the aquarium lady, there's the fox, there's the library lady, there's Kip from the science department, there's random robots in the science department. I mean, there's so many hers in this world.
What does she look like?
It's the little fox. I swear it's the little fox, right?
This is gonna sound strange, but she is a fox.
Yeah! I win! Game over. I won. I beat the game, so that's it. This is it. This is the end. Thank you so much for watching. No, I'm kidding. I at least want to go see the fox before I, do my victory lap and get the heck out of here. But still, hopefully she's not stuck in a bear trap and dying, and we're going to have to, take what little light she has left and take it with us in order to save the world. Because if that happens, I am rage quitting this game. I don't want everyone dead, please. At least let me get to whatever giant door, which I'm suspecting I've already seen, and open it up, because they talked about that.
Oh, I do remember talking to a fox at one point.
Then you've met Rue.
The memories are still really blurry, though.
I see. Well, it's not that blurry, dude. We really only saw, the fox as it darted behind the tree, and then we couldn't talk to it anymore. It disappeared. So we only saw it for a second.
It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of this world like a dream. But then I get so caught up with my dreams. And I don't know, I kinda forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to be not real, you know? And then I remember that all of this is not real. And then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place, am I just trapped here for no reason? Proto also told me to not ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him?
Bro, does this kid we're talking to know all this? Or are you just truth bombing the crap out of them? We are carpet bombing the crap out of them with emotional damage right now.
How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to even believe anymore.
I wish Rue was here. They normally know what to say in these situations. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it, I can tell. But I'm doing a wonderful job fixing this airplane. I mean, flying machine. God, you got me saying it now. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is, for now. Because if you die in the game, you die in real life. Just so you know, Nico. Boy, that's an old reference. Anyone who gets that old reference, let me know. I almost forgot where that was from, but I remember now. I'm not going to spoil it. That's my excuse for not telling you what I don't remember. So, look it up, I guess. The plan is already in motion, and we cannot allow for distractions now. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. Boom! Daddy is the one who made ONESHOT. Daddy is also the one that apparently is running this whole thing. And my guess is our goal is to get Nico the heck out of here. That way it frees up memory for whoever Dad is. The father. Whoever the father is. We're freeing them up to do whatever it is that they're supposed to do. The last chance for him to fix everything. So the dad broke it, and we're supposed to fix it. Got it. But the only way to do that is to remove Nico from this world. So Nico's a bug. We're squashing bugs. But the only way to get this bug out is to get it through. I guess. I don't know. That's a weird bug. I've never had to squash a bug like that. Normally, I just go into the code and erase it. Ooh. No, I'll break the crap out of this game. I was thinking maybe if I go and erase Nico from this world. See what happens. I mean, right? If Nico doesn't exist, this world doesn't exist, which means I did it. I succeeded. I'm so tempted to try that. No, I won't do it just yet. I want to finish playing the game. Your father is involved in the world machine? You didn't hear that. I mean, you could say that, I guess. The acceleration of square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate that they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. So what happened to him anyway?
What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know it's bad.
I mean, we saw the robots. They kind of go all wonky and then they just stand there. There's nothing else. Everything just sort of freezes around it. Well, you know how the simulation works, right? Does Nico know how I know how the simulation works. Does Nico know?
How everything is code?
No, it's not exactly like that. Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code. Yeah, I guess, kind of like a cancer. It eats away at the DNA of the game until that one specific spot becomes malignant to the whole system. It's a good way to think about it. Most of the time, irreversible damage happens. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version. Oh god.
You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself.
Sounds like he did. Which also explains why he's not here all the time. But that means his kid isn't actually his kid.
Wait, did he?
Yeah.
But how? If everyone in this world is code, how can he build himself?
That's, well, not really what happened.
So what happened?
Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with... All right, fine. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he said that something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it.
You know of it at least then. All right, here we go. My father, myself, the other two. None of us are part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago.
Huh?
In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about a messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. ProfitBot, or Prototype, was built to predict the future, about the specifics of this messiah. But as his predictions turned out, the messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the messiah would not even have been born before our world ended.
Huh?
Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and were just resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite, my dad included. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my dad came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet. The World Machine. A large, detailed facsimile of the old world. generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code.
Huh? How did that code escape the old world?
I have no idea. What I do know is there is no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So, aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code kinda just ended up floating in the void, indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it onto their own hardware.
Wretched?
Yeah. The operator, Wretched, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process.
So, Wretched was the living person you needed to borrow?
No. That would be you.
But why me? Huh? I should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I?
I do not know. We really need to get going, though. Yeah, why is Nico the person? Unless Nico possibly is a younger version of their father. Now, we don't know because they have cat eyes. But this person's wearing glasses. So they could be hiding cat eyes behind those glasses. Nico also has ears, but supposedly that's just their hat. They're also wearing a hat. I wouldn't be surprised if we aren't the child version of the father. And we were always the father the whole time. Or Nico. Nico was always the father the whole time. But in order to help stabilize everything and for Nico to survive, or the father to survive, they had to really download themselves into this. But all they could get was their childhood memories before the inevitable destruction of their universe happened. So only about, let's say, 12 of their, 40, 50, 60 years were downloaded. And that's why Nico's like a child and only remembers being a child and doesn't remember all these people. And there may be a backup of the father somewhere in here, and that's what I have to go get. And then Nico will become like have all these superpowers now in this world and be able to like change code and stuff. That would be cool. But before I go off on any more tangents and have any more weird theories, I guess let's get going, because it will show me eventually. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you are ready. That's very specific. All right. I understand if you are upset, but please try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us. And that includes you, Nico. The fact that you can't even go back home, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. It's... the world means a lot to him, you know?
So, how does flying work?
Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect.
Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one, anyway.
Well, a word of precaution before we take to the air. Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you're in the air.
I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going.
You mean those two running over here right now?
Nico!
Lula, what's up?
Bad news!
The boat is gone. What?
It's the squares!
It looks like they're headed in this direction.
That's fast. That's fast? What do you mean? Calamus, right?
Yeah.
How bad is it?
It doesn't seem to be of immediate danger.
Then it is of priority that I take you to the city first, Nico.
But what about them?
I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there.
You're taking us to the city?
If you wish.
Oh, yeah! There's lots of people for me to rob there. I mean, I just want to get away from the squares. That would be great.
All right. I will be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then. No! They're gonna die to the squares!
You guys sure you'll be fine here?
Mm-hmm.
The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now, so... All right, then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go.
Oh, no. Does he only get one of them out? And it's gonna be a Lula, because Calamus will sacrifice themselves for their little sister. Oh, no. That means Calamus has released the beast onto the world. I hope that's not what happens. I hope they both make it. I need someone of my friends to make it in this world. Oh, there we are. Ah. You know, I can always see where we are because we're a little bright dot in a dark background no matter what. So beautiful. The world is so full of intrigue, isn't it, Nico? Wow, that city almost looks beautiful from up here. I didn't realize just how big it was, too. Like, I knew it was pretty big, but we were only in a tiny little part of it. Whew. Made it. You okay there?
That was the coolest thing I have ever done in my entire life.
Reactions from first-timers are always delightful to watch.
Hey, Wretched? That was really fun.
Yeah, I know, wasn't it? I love flying, too. I feel the same way. But how did you land on that tiny little runway? Is this a VTOL?
Did you have fun, too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? And Cedric.
Yeah?
Thanks.
What for?
Flying.
Oh, you're welcome.
And for answering my questions back there, too. And for telling me more about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world, though. So, I'll help you the best that I can.
Oh.
And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly. I got to see the ocean. And I got to meet a lot of nice people and watch them all perish slowly. People like you. And Prototype, even if he's broken right now.
Uh-huh. I'm glad you are taking it so well, Nico. And I'm glad that we have met as well. Despite the circumstances, I would say. Speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to pick up the siblings too, remember?
Oh, that's true. Those two have been waiting for a while now.
In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface?
I remember having to fix an elevator button.
Alright, you should attend to that then. Also, let's meet up here in an hour, okay? And if you see any weird people, specifically with long sticks that fill things with red phosphor, please try to avoid them.
Got it. I'll run right to the lamplighter.
Alright, now let me just... Oh, no! I knew it wasn't going to be that easy! Ah! No!
They're trapped on the island.
I wonder how many people in our world have had a promise broken to them that resulted in them being abandoned and left to die. And they did with this idea that they've been betrayed. But in reality, something horrible just happened and they couldn't get back to them. I hate this. How do we save them? Well, we don't, I don't think. And then here's the question. Like, are they safer being got by the dots or the squares, or are they safer jumping into the water and trying to make a swim for it? Oh, no.
Calamus, Alula, there.
We don't have much time left. Nico, change of plans. Please, give me the memory disk.
All right.
Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted again, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. A door under a large clock. Where was that? The room behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Door, large clock. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. The room? Which room? The one with the elevator on the ground floor, or like the room, like where the tower is? She will know what to do in the meantime.
All right. What about you, though?
I'm going to bring Prototype back. What? Oh my god. Oh, thank god.
What? Are you okay?
What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Don't scare me like that again. Yeah, right. I didn't know they had a parachute on.
Hey, Wretched. Let's do our best.
I always do, buddy. It's up to you to try to do your best, though, in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching this one. And remember to take care. And goodbye.